Matthew 16:1. Kai proselphontes hoi pharisaioi kai sadukaioi peradzantes epirotesan auton semean ectu uranu epideixai autois. We have a couple of interesting participles here at the beginning. The first one here I'm going to translate as attendant circumstance, so just along with this indicative verb here later. And the second one seems to be expressing purpose. There's a question as to whether it should be read with the preceding participle or with what follows. Seems like most English translations take it along with this indicative verb expressing purpose as to why the Pharisees and Sadducees are questioning Jesus in this way. So we'll go with it this way. So, and the Pharisees and Sadducees came to Jesus, and testing him, or providing him, in order to test him, for the purpose of testing him, they asked him to show to them a sign from heaven. Now what we have here, after this verb of speech, to question, to ask, we have an infinitive that expresses indirect discourse. This is a very common use of the infinitive after a verb that could be construed as a verb of speech or request or say, to express indirect discourse. In other words, it's not giving us the content of what they asked in quotation marks, but instead it's reporting it indirectly. So let's just focus in again on what that indirect request was. They asked him, the auton is the subject of the infinitive. They asked him to show, epideixai, that is just from the verb epideignumi, to show, epideignumi. They asked, and it's aorist infinitive there with the psi. They asked him, subject of the infinitive, to show to them, there's your indirect object, what to show to them? Well, here is your object now of the infinitive, a sign from heaven.